With all the parts now completed and assembled, let's do the final assembly of the G Gundam. First off, we're going to start with the legs. And of course the side skirts fly out. In fact, I think I'm going to do the same thing. Pull this out first. And then put this one here. It's a little tight. Okay, that's a good snug fit. And stick that there. Now, I should make a note, and you guys should be aware. This part here has a little latch, and if you look here, there's a latch there. So you have to put this part in this position like this, slide it in, and then bring it down, supposedly. But you may have to bring it out a little bit to do that. There we go. Now it goes down nice. Let's repeat that process again. Alright, so put that in there. I'll just stick it out a little bit. And try to get it in. Yeah. And bring down the arms. There we go. Now, the core lander, yeah, I know I said a mistake before. I want to bring this down like that. And slide them in the back. Supposedly it goes in smooth. Supposedly. There we go. And then finally, the head. And that's it. That completes the G Gundam Master Grade. So this is actually pretty cool how it's designed and formed like this. The legs are strong and sturdy. As you can see, I put some panel lining in specific areas. Waist came out good. I panel lined, of course, this line here, but for this I put the decal on. Maybe later on I'll take it off, but I did panel line this part, and of course this part. Kind of hard to do panel lining here, but you do the best you can. The manual states you can panel line this, but it's so thin, and I don't have a scribing tool, that I didn't want to mess it up, so I left it the way it is for now. The arm didn't have that much area to panel line, surprisingly. I thought it would have some. You know, panel lining is great, but certain areas of kits where the part forms its own shadow and stuff, you don't really need to put panel lining. Shoulder armor, of course, only needed panel lining here, but it had this decal here that went all the way around. And of course, I panel lined the the face. Came out okay. It's not bad. Panel and the wings in the back. A little bit here. I didn't think this one needed. I think I put a line there, but I could be wrong. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Very good detail. Now, some of the amazing gimmicks, of course, this kit does, obviously, is the fact that it's very, very posable and very, very, I guess, oops, articulate. If this thing ever stays on, come on. You know what? I think I found out the reason why these waist armor is loose, and that's because you have to put the clear parts on. It's easy for you to take off so you can put the clear parts on. We'll cover that in a moment. But it's kind of cool. I kind of like how it's easily posable and surprisingly very, very stable. And the reason why it's very, very stable is these. It's the rubber soles. They add an extra weight to it, so it's a lot easier, and it's a very, very you know, you could. I'm leaving it there, and normally when I have a master grade kit that I have to put it in this unusual position, it tends to tip over. But this is not bad. I really like this. Some of the accessories, of course, is the hands, where to remove the fist. And you supply it. I gotta remember how's this. You supply it with these types of hands. Do a little kung fu style type thing. It's a bit corny at first, but you have to admire it. It's actually pretty good. I think another pose would be me, this, well, of course the whole arm falls off, but I guess I have to pull it out like so. Put that in like that. Something falls down, which I don't know. Oh, yeah, let's see. Yeah, something like that. I have to admit that is pretty good. I like that one. All right, so let's put it down normally. Remove these rubber hands. Now, the next rubber hands you get are these grip hands, which are really, pretty nice. I kind of like them. And the purpose of these hands, and this is just in the way. The purpose of these hands is you take out your beam saber hilts, and let me do this right now. You have the green beam effects, beam sabers. And they go nice and smooth in. I guess there's a technique where you can actually melt the rubber plastic together, so that way they never come off. I've seen it before done. I've seen it before when the modelers do this with tank tracks, with rubber tank tracks. It's an unusual technique. I've done it maybe a few times, and sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't get it right. But it's something we can probably do on these hands. So there, of course, is what Gundam will look like with its two beam sabers already pulled out. So that's kind of cool. And then lastly, of the hand effects, there were more. You get the burning finger Spock hands. Call it Spock hands because look, what is it doing? So surprisingly, this kit hasn't fall down. Come on, get in there. And considering that you can actually pull out the joints really far out, it allows you to do very, very interesting poses. Get your stupid hand in there. So it will do the famous, you know, position like that, a la Dragon Ball, even though it's not Dragon Ball. I know what you guys are going to say, but I kind of like that. And then, of course, we forgot that the fact that you can actually pull out the wings like this, this, and that. I can't believe how strong this thing is. This is fucking... I'm deeply impressed how strong this goddamn old kit can be. You know what? Forget 2.0. This is perfect enough. You don't really need to make a 2.0 of this kit. And there you go. That's actually pretty good. And of course this build will not be complete unless I put the clear parts, which I just did right now. Let me just bring it up here so you guys can see this. There's the portion of the leg, the ankle armor, the front armor of the foot. Surprisingly, they didn't make one for here. I don't know why. The side skirt armor that we were mentioning before that you can take out and put it over the inner frame. Plus the hilt also has its own clear part. The arm has a clear part here along the forearm, and then pretty much the entire arm itself. The only thing that's not clear, of course, is the blue. And then you get a clear part up here, which technically I don't know why they added this, considering there was no detailed features here. This could have been be omitted. They put a clear part here for the covering of the Gatling cannons, even though the Gatling cannons is not detailed up. For those models out there who would like to detail it and show it off, this is a good opportunity to show it off like that. And the final clear parts, which I did not put on, are the portion of the wings from the Core Lander. Still have Splendor in my head. And the reason why is because this thing is properly sealed up, and for me to put these on, I have to take out various parts to the point where I feel like I'm about to damage the part. So, you know, instead of me risking that, I'm not going to put these on. But all in all, an attractive, well-designed kit for a re-release with the clear parts. I was kind of like semi-so a fan of the clear parts when they were doing the 30th anniversary campaign. Actually, I was considering getting one of those clear kits, kind of like the RX-78-2 clear version, or the I think somebody told me that there is an infinite, maybe putting my foot in my mouth again, but I think somebody told me that there's an Infinite Justice clear version, but I could be wrong. I know there's probably a clear campaign version where half of it is clear and the other half is not. But I'm actually considering getting a all clear kit. Not going to get like some of the kits I've already built, like Exia and Freedom. I already got those. So, yeah. In all fairness, an excellent design, an excellent kit, very strong. I'm glad that I got it. I would highly recommend it to anybody who's want to get into it brand new for the first time. got a lot of calls and emails stating that what would be a starter kit for me to build, what would be a starter kit for high grade and master grade. Obviously for master grade, I would definitely get this along with the original RX-782, maybe 1.5 version or 2.0, but definitely get this. You're definitely going to enjoy building this kit. With that being said, I'd like to thank everybody for watching me build the G Gundam, or I better say this, God Gundam. I gotta please somebody. And stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. Take care.